Hey everybody, welcome back. We are reacting to The Walking Dead. We're on season 10. I forget what episode we're on. I haven't looked it up yet. And I forget what happened in the last episode. I know we've been setting things up. Oh, that's right. So we're on episode 9. We've been getting things set up on both sides. There's tension on both sides in both groups. We found a mole. Dante was a mole in our group's camp, and I am 99% sure that Negan is going to be a mole in the Whisper camp. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Uh, I, I love Negan, but I don't want his past character to come back. I want him to fight for the good guys. And the reason why is because we know he has a bond with Judith. We know he has a bond with Lydia and Michonne, and probably the least of the four, Daryl. And that's because I think Daryl and Negan are a lot alike, just like Rick and Negan were a lot alike. So I don't think he really wants to hurt them, even though they kept him prisoner all that time. I don't think he would have gone back to the community when he had run away if he wanted his old life back. I don't know. So at any rate, that's why I'm feeling that way. You guys have heard me talk about that in previous episodes. These episodes have been a bit long, mainly because we're getting everything set up and we're learning stuff. We learned a little bit more about Beta and Alpha's relationship. Sadiq is dead. I'm surprised he lasted as long as he did because he is a doctor, but he is dead. And Dante, who provided some medical services, is dead. He was basically gaslighting Sadiq, even though he claimed he liked Sadiq. I think he purposely planted the hemlock that killed the Whisperer that they had caught, and then gaslit Sadiq, knowing that Sadiq was exhibiting PTSD. So he, of course, purposely killed the guy, but I think the whole purpose of killing him was to gaslight Sadiq. I can't remember what else is going on, and it's only been a couple of days. I've been extremely tired past week, and it hasn't been busy at work, but my hours were shifted, and part of my hours aren't shifted, and so it's throwing me off a bit, and I'm not sleeping well. So that's part of my memory problems, but everything should pick up as we start the new episode. This episode is called Squeeze. I think they're going to be squeezing some truth and some non-truth and some other stuff. Whoops. Oh, well, honey, there. Putting the squeeze on somebody. We're putting the squeeze on somebody. I don't think it means it like squeezing orange juice or anything. So, let's find out what happens in this episode and go from there. Normally, the last episode would have been a mid-season episode, but since we have 22 episodes in this season, I don't know if they're still doing a mid episode or if they're doing like in threes. um, I as far as I know, Netflix doesn't put up the next episode until it's played all the scenes. And so far, I don't think I've missed anything at the end of anything. So, okay, let's get pretty settled and let's watch. Oh, that's right. Alpha trapped them. And now they're in this cave-like thing with not a ravine, but a ditch that has all these walkers trapped. And they're down in there with all these walkers. All because Carol went chasing after Alpha because she baited her. We know Daryl survives. We know Carol survives. Past that, who knows what's going to happen? We're going to set the woods on fire.
Through?
They're going to balance on the heads. Or they're going to jump.
You ready?
Seems like a bit far to jump.
Let's go.
He's got his steel-toed boots on, right? I wish there was just a little bit more light. I know we're supposed to be in a cave, but I hate it when the screen is so dark. Especially when I'm watching with daylight. If I was sitting in the dark, it wouldn't be so bad. Is that Jerry that did all those hops like a frog? Come on, Kelly. Careful. That's Connie. Is Kelly next? Oh, honey, get back up. Come on, Aaron. Chop off the arm. What's he going to do with the arm? Beat them with it? Oh, he lit the arm on fire?
Keep everyone together.
Or did Jerry hand him the torch? I thought he handed him an arm.
A little winded.
This is claustrophobic.
Hopefully feeling a little guilty because it's your damn fault, Carol.
Why didn't you think of
Got some wind.
what? Assume they've been sending spies across the border.
They're going to assume Negan's a spy.
I want
Does she suspect Tammy? That's her name, right? Or Mary. Mary. Not quite putting his foot down, but he's drawing a line in the sand, so that's good.
stop thinking about it.
So I think that was putting his foot down there. I don't remember Magna's hair being so straight. I was going to say, is one of Alpha's people going to attack? So I missed it. Did they kill the ones that attacked him or just knock them out?
The spy you're looking for, right here in your camp.
My people know the enemy has
Is he going to rat out Mary?
off except lies. You're so paranoid. If you breathe a word of this to anyone.
He's telling her the truth, which is interesting. Will she heed his warning is the question.
What is it?
He's not going to be able to get through. Just start kicking, Jerry. Kick, kick, kick. Where's Aaron? I thought Aaron was at the tail. Oh, that's Aaron. Okay. Is Jerry going to make it all the way through? The very end of that tunnel narrows quite a bit. Are they going to crawl in and pull? They bit him. Not yet. Come on, Jerry. I was going to say, it would suck to die that way. Now, did they actually bite him? Check his legs.
It's okay. They didn't bite through. You good. Listen to me.
Is that another arm torch? Now, if that's how Alpha's group got in and out, then why did they have to bust boards? Is she going to set people on Mary to watch her?
And if she has betrayed us, I will kill her.
Alpha wants to kill her. Dynamite?
Wanna take a break?
Get rest, man. I want to get home.
The dynamite's going to come back up.
Hurry? Is that what this is? Am I gonna get my skin suit and finally get to learn the secret whisperer handshake? Yeah, I'm big enough to admit it. All right,
He can't
I'm
help but
not
talk.
good with long, uncomfortable silences.
Is he starting to panic?
Turn around.
Whoa,
Is she naked too? Ah, don't kiss her.
Wait.
Gross. Took off again? Oh, Carol. Is Carol going to dump the dynamite into the abyss? Try to kill some of the horde? It could backfire on her if she tries to do that, though. Well, no, because she'd have to crawl through that tunnel again. No, 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 no. The abyss was after they crawled through. So maybe. What was she trying to do? Daryl's going to have to save her ass again after she broke her promise.
You gotta come back with me.
She was going to kamikaze the situation. Starting to collapse. Are Carol and Daryl going to get stuck in the cave and they're going to assume that they're dead?
Give me your hand, I'll pull up.
Okay, so Carol and Daryl made it back. Jerry and Aaron have to get out. Why is Magna staying behind? So Magna and Connie are in the cave still. Is Jerry still down there? Okay, Jerry made it out. Where's Aaron?
Daryl.
Okay, there's Aaron. So Connie and Magna are the only two that didn't make it.
You were right about everything. Just say it.
It's her fault.
Please.
I'll say it. She gonna banish herself again? So, not squeeze as in orange juice, but squeeze as in squeezing your body through a hole. Connie and Magna are still possibly alive because we didn't see any dead bodies. They were fighting the horde that had found them, showing that there are other tunnels. Slowly but surely. I think Daryl will find the other entrance. Like I said, why would they have to bust through a wall? That obviously was not the same way that the Whisperers got in and out. I still think Negan is trying to buy his way in. Ew. Not ew to either of them being naked, but her keeping the mask on and him kissing her with the mask on. Ew. Question is, what caused the explosion? Did one of the walkers run into the dynamite that was in the crate? Surely none of them were carrying it with them. Although Magna was wanting to blow them up, Carol was wanting to blow them up. Carol's having another nervous breakdown. Meanwhile, it is her fault that they all ended up in that situation. Jerry's shoes seem to be showing some blood, so I don't know. I guess they said they didn't bite through, so it must have been Walker bloody gut, bloody rot on his shoe. But it looked more like blood than that blackish goo. So that was a little confusing. But again, it was very dark, so there's that. This one definitely had its tense moments. I didn't think Jerry was going to make it through that hole. I mean, Aaron is much skinnier and he barely fit through. So I'm surprised they got Jerry through. Even though Jerry has lost weight, he's still a big dude. I think Mary is going to show up to either Hilltop or I think Hilltop's probably the closest. I think she'll show up there and ask for amnesty. I think they will lock her up until Aaron comes back, if he comes back. I was trying to think. That's about all of my thoughts on that episode. I think this next episode we're going to be back at Hilltop or Alexandria or both as the rest of the group shows up and updates them on everything and warns them to be prepared because they got found out. So I think that's it for this one. Thank you for joining me on this one, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.